Good day and good morning and welcome to the beautiful town of Tecumseh, Ontario, the site of the Under-22 Baseball Championships here at Lacoste Park. Hello everybody, my name is Dominic Papa and we're ready to go. 4 days of great baseball coming our way, starting right here this morning at Lacoste. Teams from throughout Canada joining us and just a great championship. It all kicked off last night with the opening ceremonies. Jamie Kell is the tournament director, organizer, working extremely hard at this, but we got baseball back. Jamie, you hosted this event 2 years ago with the seniors. Now you got the juniors. What can we expect today?
Yeah, absolutely. I expect some great baseball. You got the 22Us this time, 19 to 23-year-olds, a lot of kids that are going to college in Canada and the United States. You're going to see a lot of great pitching, some really strong hitting, and fast baseball.
Got to give a shout out to you and your crew and also the town of Tecumseh to get this tournament back here, the work that went into it.
Yeah, a lot of work. About a year and a half ago, got the bid, put the bid in, got it, and, we rolled with it. It was nice that we had 24 under our belt, but we're now just going to make this experience even better. So if everybody wants to come out and see some great baseball, great park, great atmosphere, and great community pride, come on out.
Good stuff. Congratulations on all of that, Jamie. Good luck with the tournament. We're set to go with game one. It's going to start here in a couple of minutes. Our play-by-play team is in place. That's Brett Hedges and Ted Beal. Caroline from Manitoba, they're defending champions there, taking on the junior elimination tournament from Ontario, Sarnia, here in game one. Should be an outstanding matchup. Caroline has beaten Sarnia the last couple of times they've met, two games in a row here, so Sarnia, no doubt, seeking some revenge. We're set to go upstairs to our broadcast team, Brett and Ted Beal.
All right, thank you very much, Dom. Welcome, everybody, to the 2026 22U Baseball National Championships from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. I am your play-by-play broadcaster, Brett Hedges, alongside Ted Beal, who literally grew up down the street from this park, and one of the great local baseball parks you'll find in Canada here. Perfect venue for the 22U National Championships. And what are you hoping to see over the course of 4 days here, Ted?
Well, I'm so glad to be back. Obviously, this is what I call my home park. As you mentioned, I grew up down the street. My elementary school, St. Pius. The Pacers are right next door. And unbelievable facility here in Tecumseh. We live a charmed existence with the fine folks at Tecumseh Thunder Baseball Club that put on a great show. So looking forward to great ball.
For sure. Today we're going to start off our broadcast with the Ontario champions from Sarnia taking on the champions from Manitoba. Here is the starting defense for the Ontario champs from the Sarnia Brigade. At first base there is going to be Hayden Vandermeer. Second base is going to be Jackson Groves, pardon me. At shortstop, a great athlete, Jack Helps. We've got Arts at third base. Today, the starting pitcher is going to be Seth Ainsworth, and the man behind the plate calling all the action is going to be number 40, Vaughn McGinn. In the outfield, we've got Wilson, Buntrock, and Adamson from left to right. And here come the Sarnia Brigade. And here are our champions from Manitoba, from Caroline. Starting off, batting first and playing right field is going to be number 30, Joe Plett. Batting second, number 35, the first baseman, Cody Wheelgosh. Batting third, 68, Brady Papineau, who plays center field. Number 26, Dayton Christensen will sit in the four-hole and play catcher. Number 10, Ryan Powers will bat fifth and play left field. Number 44, Mike Lindsay will bat sixth and DH. Number 38, Anders Mayer will bat seventh and play second base. Number 24, Jackson Penner will play third base and bat eighth. Number 2, Cedric Lagasse will play shortstop and bat ninth. And the starting pitcher for Manitoba will be Connor Martin, who is a big left-hander here today. Coaches for the coach of the Caroline team from Manitoba is Don Mayer, and the head coach of the Sarnia Brigade is Brett Bridges. What can you tell us about the Sarnia Brigade here, Ted?
Well, they've actually been a very consistent ball club over the last number of years. Lots of experience with this group. I think you can find that they're one of the favorites, I think, in the overall championship. Mm-hmm. They've got a number of individuals that play post-secondary ball, and I think they've been to the dance. They know what the dance looks like, and I think they are hungry for a better finish than they did last year out east. So look, I think they'll be a fine representative of Ontario as the champion coming in.
All right, the infield practice has concluded. Opening batter of the 2022 or 2026 22U National Championships is underway on We Digital. Thank you for joining us here. Number 30, Joe Plett, will enter the batter's box and take on the pitcher from Sarnia, Seth Ainsworth. Big righty here. Here's the opening pitch. And that's a strike to start off the National Championships for Seth Ainsworth. Oh for 2 after a swinging miss there from Plett. Check swing, goes foul.
Interesting approach by the starting pitcher from Sarnia. Very direct, challenging the hitter to catch up to his fastball.
0-2. And that's a punch out on the swinging strikeout from Plett. Good opening sequence from the Sarnia pitcher.
Yeah, good tailing fastball, riding in on the right-hander, and ultimately he's just challenging to catch up to his fastball. We'll see if that approach helps. In the world of pitch count, which this will be a chess match throughout, you'll see how the pitchers kind of work through their situations.
Batting second, number 35, Cody Wielgosh. And hits the first pitch down the first base line. That is collected and will be taken for the second out here in this first inning. Vandermeer with a nice routine play there.
Pitcher coming over for help, didn't need it. Nice, easy routine play.
Third batter, number 68, Brady Papineau, the center fielder. And right now, Seth Ainsworth is dialed in the opening inning of the National Championships. That's his first miss. Of course, the broadcaster's curse, right? Starts off with 5 straight strikes and 2 outs.
It won't be the first ball we see this weekend.
That's right. 1-1. Ooh. Paints the inside corner for strike 2.
That was his first attempt at a mixed pitch. We'll see how he plays this because he's been very efficient at this point.
Breaking ball is hit to the second baseman. Collected over to first for the out. 3 up, 3 down for the Sarnia Brigade to start off the U22 Canadian National Baseball Championships. All right, here are the defensive showings for the Manitoba champions here after they just went up 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first here. Starting pitcher is number 39, Connor Martin. Behind the plate is going to be Dayton Christensen. At first base is going to be Cody Wielgosh. Second base is Anders Mayer. Shortstop, Cedric Agassi. And the third baseman, we've got Ryan Powers in left, Brady Papineau center, and Joe Plett in right field here. So talking about the outfield, we've got, as we talk about our opening pitcher here, the for 22, Jackson Groves, the second baseman. Number 9, Hendrik Vandermeer will bat third and play first. Number 27, Carter Arts will bat cleanup and play third. Number 40, Vaughn McGinn will bat fifth and play catcher. Batting sixth, Miles Adamson, who plays in right field. Batting seventh, Jack Wilson, playing in left field today, number 18. Batting eighth, Cooper Clark, the DH. And number 5, Jack Helps, the shortstop, will bat in the 9-hole.
Yeah, back to your question about the dimensions here at Lacoste. 320 in right field and 330 in left field. Straightaway center, 400. It's a good power alley in left center, but right center is a little bit shorter. They've got a higher wall with about a 16-foot fence there. So although it's a shorter dimension in right, the higher wall kind of negates some of that, but it is less playing ground in right. But it ultimately a pretty fair ballpark as everyone has little quirks here and there.
Opening pitch is wide right for Connor Martin. Number 3, Logan Buntrock, the center fielder, will lead things off for Sarnia. Nice over-the-top delivery from the lefty here. I love it.
Yeah, we'll see how his movement works in evading the barrel of the bat of the Sarnia Brigade.
1-1. Hits the outside top corner there for strike 2. And swinging on the low outside pitch. Buntrock goes down swinging. And that's a good opening sequence from the pitcher, Connor Martin.
Definitely, and he was very efficient in his approach to the leadoff hitter, and Buntrock's a seasoned hitter, so he's working well to start off the game, and got to feel good about that start.
Batting second, number 22, Jackson Groves. Foul ball on the opening pitch. A fan will take that home. It'll bounce right into the little parking lot to the right.
It is a neighborhood ballpark, so foul balls get to the yards.
Yeah, a lot of souvenirs. Breaking ball is hit towards the third baseman. Lofted over, and did the yes, he did. What a nice play by the first baseman to tag the runner. The throw took him off the bag.
Yeah, up the line a little bit, coming towards the runner, and had to make a decision. Do I stay with the bag and try and do the reach, or do I go for the tag? And he chose to come off the base, make the quick tag. I'm not sure he needed to do that, but he made the play. So,
yeah.
and there's no pictures in the scorebook, as they say.
Wheelgosh with the nice play. Check swing, foul ball. For number 9, Hendrik Vandermeer, first baseman for Sarnia. The delivery. Strike 2. Connor Martin. 0-2 on Vandermeer. Throws one high, tries to get Vandermeer to chase that rising fastball. 1-2. Foul ball. Good job by Vandermeer to fight that off. Stay in it at 1-2. Another high pitch. 2-2. Some late break on that ball. I think he was hoping that it would break a little earlier. It stays high. It's 3-2, full count.
Yeah, not quite the command he wanted on that pitch, but we'll see how he pays it off here.
Another foul ball from Vandermeer.
Great pitch on the inner half.
This will be the 8th pitch that he sees in this at-bat. And there's a shot into right field and collected by Joe Plett there. Nice play out in right field and a good at-bat and a good hit. But no dice for the Sarnia Brigade. As we see the replay there. Good contact from Vandermeer.
Yeah, excellent play by the right fielder moving towards the line. Able to keep his feet on the run, make a nice play.
Here's the total schedule for this weekend at Lacoste Park. Of course, we've got Sarnia and Caroline here today at 10 a.m. Of course, the next game will be Tecumseh against the Manitoba champions at 1 o'clock here. Sarnia will then take on Windsor at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and then Dartmouth will finish things off against Tecumseh at 7 p.m. tonight. So that is your lineup for today. Full day of action at this ballpark, but that's exactly what it was built here for.
Yeah, it's a great facility for this championship. As you see the medal and placement games that'll take us through the Saturday into Sunday.
Yeah, looking forward to that. A lot can happen, and that's the fun part about these national championships is that really once you get in, you never know who's going to get hot. You never know who's going to have some dominant pitching show up over the weekend, and that's what I love about these national championships. It's really a wild card kind of draw.
No doubt. Once you get a ticket to the dance with a small field of 6 teams here, it's encouraging for all these young men to get an opportunity to play for a national championship, and I think that every one of them feels like they got a shot to take home the big prize. And so not just the games here at Lacoste here this weekend, the road in Woodsley at Woodsley Oriole Park.
Yep.
It's kind of a mirror of baseball games to kind of get all the games played throughout the weekend.
It's a good showcase for this region and our baseball facilities to talk about Woodsley that's hosting some other games. That's another just a beautiful little diamond in a small town there, a nice little gem of a ballpark. So
definitely.
Top of the second inning here. Manitoba up to bat. Seth Ainsworth with another strike after he had a very strong opening inning.
Fill in the zone.
At the plate, number 26, Dayton Christensen. That pitch is inside, 1-1.
Can't be too upset with himself. Hasn't missed the zone too often here. Just too much tail on that inside fastball.
Foul right off the mask of the catcher. That'll wake you up.
Plate ump doing a great job, taking some extra time, checking with the catcher. After all, he is his protection.
That's true.
Throughout this 7 innings at minimum.
1-2. Another foul tip there. So Christensen stays alive on 1-2. The delivery. Nice breaking ball there, and the swinging miss from Christensen. And that's another strikeout for Seth Ainsworth.
Ainsworth continuing to fill the zone there, did a great job mixing on that final punch out, but ultimately he's going directly at these hitters, and anything that comes with off speed now is going to look very different to the hitters because he's set them up with fastball after fastball on the edges.
Number 10, Ryan Powers will step into the batter's box. Soft chopper foul on the opening pitch. Ainsworth delivers. High on the fastball, 1-1. Good job by Powers to hold up on that high heat. We see some of our fans in the stands here at Lacoste Park.
Tecumseh loves its baseball. Will be great supporters of this event.
High ball into shallow right field. It drops, and no one's covering. Someone was covering second. Thought about taking the second bag. There was Ryan Powers, but a chopper into right field drops between the second baseman. Great chase from all three defensive players, but it just finds a soft spot.
And that's why baseball can be challenging sometimes because sometimes you just hit it where they're not playing.
Yeah.
As a perfectly placed ball where 3 charging fielders could not make a play.
So the single from Powers puts him on first base. Pitch just outside to the designated hitter, Mike Lindsay. Now, with ducks on the pond, great chance for Lindsay to try and get something going here for Manitoba. Ainsworth. Good pitch. Chopped foul by Lindsay.
We see how Ainsworth works with a runner on. You know, pitchers can be very comfortable sometimes when things are going well and no runners on base, but when we move from the stretch, we'll see how he plays this.
Low pitch. So we got 2-1 now. This is the first time that Ainsworth's fallen behind a batter here.
Yeah, and ultimately these situations are going to happen. Ooh.
Pass ball. Ryan Powers will take second base with no throw.
It's an unfortunate misconnection between the pitcher and catcher, and obviously giving up that 90 feet now it changes the dynamic completely. Infielder's going to have to be more aware of the situation. Got a runner in scoring position. Even a ground out here moves the runner to third, to the right side.
Just outside corner there, painted by Ainsworth. So gets him back to 3-2, full count.
Center fielder playing to shade the left center gap here. Interesting. They obviously have a lot of confidence in the fastball of Ainsworth.
Swing and a miss. Mike Lindsay goes down, and Ainsworth gets a big out there.
Big out. Getting that second out of the inning. Now they can move away from a sacrifice fly situation, and ultimately a ground out doesn't kill them in terms of moving a runner.
Number 30, Anders Mayer in the batter's box now. Breaking ball goes low and outside, ball one. Powers on second base. Pitch inside, ball one.
Mayer with an opportunity here. Should be green lighted on any fastball.
Ainsworth delivers. That ball is chopped foul, but a good.
He did have a good hack
swing,
at that.
yeah.
Yeah, a good hack at that. Obviously a little bit late on the fastball, but I think, Sarnia set up their defense accordingly too. They are definitely thinking the hitters are going to be hitting to the non-power side.
Another pitch inside. Backs Mayer off the plate. 2-1.
Second opportunity for a complete hitter's count here to turn loose on something. We'll see how Ainsworth plays this. My assumption is he'll stick with the fastball because it's been good to him. And he is in the tail end of the lineup here.
Chopper to the mound, picking it up and throwing it past the first baseman is Ainsworth. Runner will score from second, Powers, and Mayer will take second base on the air. So Manitoba strikes first, catches in on the first run. Let's take a look at this play.
He kind of got Ainsworth moving back over the mound, but then he becomes an infielder and tries the sidearm flip, and I think he rushed that throw. Mm-hmm. I think if you had to do that over again, he would take his time, come over the top, and just throw an accurate throw.
Yeah, just one extra beat maybe, but
yeah.
he had a little bit more time than he thought. So batting now, Jackson Penner, man on second, and foul ball. So that's going to be an unearned run.
Definitely. On the errant throw.
Yeah. And another shot back to the pitcher. This time he's going to flip it to Vandermeer and get himself out of the second inning, but not unscathed, as Manitoba takes the 1-0 lead on the error. We'll take another look at it before we take a short break. Yep, Chopper back. Oh, this is the third out here. This time.
Easy walk over to first. Much easier when they're a short flip.
For sure. All right, we'll be right back with more action from Lacoste Park after this break on We Digital. Welcome back to the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario on Wii Digital. Bottom of the second inning here after Caroline has struck for a run. And now the Sarnia Brigade are looking to respond. Connor Martin with the opening pitch of the bottom of the second is low for a ball. Batting for the Sarnia Brigade, number 27, Carter Arts.
A product of Ingersoll.
Strike on the outside corner.
Good-looking athlete, 6'3", 195 pounds. Two things I've never been. And he will appear as a pitcher as a secondary position for him.
The pitch is inside for ball 2. 2-1.
Mr. Martin hails from Nesbitt.
Ball's high, make it 3-1 now for Arts.
As is customary with baseball, a lot of these teams represented at the championship will have a few pickup players, but they'll all have a home club.
Strike 2 on the outside corner. Arts having a quick chat with you about where the ball was. As he steps back in.
There'll be no video replay and challenges, so
yes.
The word is gospel from the umpire.
Late foul chop by Arts to stay alive here on full count, 3-2. Full count. That pitch is low and inside. Might have bounced and hit Arts as well, but he will take the free pass to first base. And now will still be the first time that we see Connor Martin work out of the stretch here with a man on.
Yeah, and the left-handers obviously have the massive advantage of being able to hold runners just because they have a straight-on look at the first base. So, most runners will be a little bit wary, not knowing the move. That's one of the things you'll learn throughout the game and see who can learn the quickest, to be quite honest.
Vaughn McGinn at the plate for Sarnia. First pitch is low, ball 1. Vaughn serves as Sarnia's catcher.
And from Brights Grove, home of a famous golfer.
Here we go. And the pickoff is successful. Now he's down in a rundown. Arts will get tagged by the first baseman. And we just talked about the advantage that left-hand pitchers have in the run game.
Yeah, we'll see here through the lineup. He just raises his leg.
Pumps his knee, yeah.
But he looks home, and that look-off obviously allowed the runner to think he was going to go home. But easy to get fooled by the left-hander.
And a good job by the first baseman not to overreact and throw it too soon.
Yes, no, good composure. And the thing with rundowns is you want to make the least amount of throws possible. And so maybe he went too far on the other side of second base, but ultimately he made the quick tag.
Wheelgosh makes the tag, and now the bases are empty, and it's 2 outs. So it's 2-1 now for McGinn. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Check swing.
Wow. Is that a foul tip into the mask, or did it go clean through into the mask? Let's give the plate umpire a little moment here. We got the base umps coming in. Take a look, checking on their compatriot. We also want to get the call right here.
So the home plate ump has signaled that he is out.
And I do believe he committed on that swing. I don't think there's any question on that, but it's an interesting situation because the ball was tied up.
Here, this is our best side view here. Yeah, it
it must have been a foul tip.
We're going to try and see that again in just a moment. We're going to try and zoom it in, they said. But we'll hopefully our home plate umpire is okay. So it looked like a swing and miss that went directly into his mask.
Okay, swing and miss. Okay, in that situation, obviously we don't need to have the ball going to the catcher's mitt to ensure the third out is complete.
So this would be the second out.
Yes, definitely. So as you can see, he makes the commit on the swing.
Yeah,
it goes into the mask. And then ultimately, this is an interesting situation because does the tag get made? Because it's a swing through, not to the catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
So does a tag get made on the runner? Because ultimately, we might want to run this a little longer. It's very interesting. It goes right into the catcher's mask. God, you want the home plate umpire is okay. We want to give him all the time he needs.
So yeah, because there will be a pool of umpires here this weekend,
Definitely.
but they're all supposed to do probably 8 games this weekend.
They're all going to be busy, and they're all scheduled throughout, especially through the first 3 days of round robin play. But the group of them, being as dedicated individuals they are,
so they're gonna
award first base.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting call because the play went dead.
Yes,
to ensure the umpire's safety, whereby the batter becomes a runner on the swing through not caught by the catcher, third strike. So it's essentially a drop third strike.
Yes.
But there was no play because the play stopped. So they are awarding the base under the assumption, I guess, that since the catcher did not make the play, it probably would have went to the backstop if it didn't hit the catcher's mask, which is a cruel way of saying that you...
the umpire's mask.
The umpire's mask.
Yes.
And ultimately he gets first base on a strikeout. A drop third strike.
Yes.
This is a new one for me. I haven't seen this before.
Okay. An anomaly just played out in front of us here. Okay. New batter, Miles Adamson from Sarnia. Number 12, the right fielder. Man on first base for the Brigade, and an opening strike here as the umpire has composed himself and the situation. Good job by all 3 umpires to get together.
No doubt. Got it right, I think.
Took a couple minutes and got it all settled down. So now you're seeing short, cautious leads over on first after Ainsworth already picked somebody off today.
Yes.
Earlier this inning.
Yes, at this point, they believe that left-hander is going to be able to hold them easily, and I don't know if he's much of a threat to move anyways.
So a throw back to first. Back in time is McGinn.
Kind of a direct move, but a bit of a look away just to see if he can use his eyes. Adamson hails from London, Ontario, 6'2", 190 pounds.
Swing and a miss. 4 strike 2.
A little late on that fastball, but a big hole on the right side if he was choosing to punch it that direction.
Swing and a miss for Miles Adamson. He goes down swinging.
So that's officially the out, number 2.
Yes.
Left fielder number 18, Jack Wilson.
Jack Wilson steps to the plate now for the Sarnia Brigade. So a lefty on lefty matchup here with a man on first. Throw back to the first base, making sure that McGinn stays honest there.
With 2 outs, you'd like to see this runner get into scoring position, but I don't know if they'll be able to challenge with McGinn's speed, ability, and guarded against that lefty move.
Foul ball.
Wilson's from Strathroy, 6 foot, 170 pounds.
Fouls the first pitch away, 0-1. Bottom of the second inning here. Strike 2 on the upper rail.
Wilson, no choice to activate here. Going to become a little bit more defensive hitter. with 2 strikes.
Can't lay off the high heat. It's another punch out for Seth Ainsworth. Gets himself out of a little bit of trouble. And we'll go to the top of the third after this break. You're watching the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital.
Careers in sports and entertainment are unique. Income isn't always predictable, neither is residency, nor the window to build long-term security is much shorter.
When you're traded, there's no 30-day notice. The team that was once your competition becomes the team you call home. We make that transition seamless.
Success during your career can translate into financial freedom long after your career is done with the right guidance and planning.
Our role is to help protect what you earn today to make it last a lifetime.
All right, welcome back. Top of the third inning at the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships from Bert Lacasse Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. We've got the champs from Caroline, Manitoba, taking on the champs from Ontario, the Sarnia Brigade. And Manitoba holds a 1-0 lead after an error in the second inning. Got Manitoba their opening run. They did get a single earlier in the inning, but an errant throw on a hit back to the pitcher has resulted in the lone run of the game so far.
Yeah, and you never know how it's going to play out over 7 innings because that error could loom large or it could mean nothing later.
Mm-hmm. Number 2, Cedric Lagasse. The shortstop, the number 9 hitter for Manitoba, steps into the box, takes a ball.
St. Aldolphe, Manitoba. Interesting.
Ainsworth. 1-1.
I suppose it could be Adolph.
Yeah, I guess.
See what kind of historical influence on that name.
Reaction to it, yeah. I think the umpire just took that foul tip right in the lower abdomen too.
Well,
he's
earned his pay today.
Absolutely.
And they get, guarded up with as much gear as they can, like the catchers. But
there's only so much you can do.
There's only so much you can do, and you got to be brave to stand in there because you have to see what's going on while you're showing that courage.
Nice shot right up the middle for Lagasse.
Lagasse, great shot up the middle.
A nice crack of the bat, and that's another single for Caroline.
And good for the bottom of the lineup, too, to get going. And Manitoba has to be encouraged by their start in this game.
For sure. Now as the lineup flips over, Joe Plett back to the box now for his second at-bat. Quick throw to first base to hold Lagasse.
Joe Plett from Landmark, Manitoba.
Bunt. It's getting popped up, foul. But good to see the Manitoba team not afraid to play some small ball here to try and generate some more offense early in this game.
And to be fair, they have to exploit possible weaknesses. They've seen the pitcher, and they don't know if they've got a complete confidence in the defense of the. They want to see what Sarnia can do with the ball when it's in play.
Pulling back, the bunt attempt was Plett there, so 1-1 now. Plus, of course, for the duration of an entire tournament, you want to see how certain fields play certain
100%
situations. Another throw back to first base.
Very quick flip from the pitcher Ainsworth.
So they might.
See if he stays with a breaking pitcher, because it looks like another, the square is coming on the bunt.
Nice bunt just down the first base line, but it goes foul. With that many throws back, I thought maybe they would go with a pitch out on that on that next pitch, and try and maybe catch the runner, because they've only given up one ball. But
yeah, there's so much that goes into the small ball play, and so many finer points. I mean, you've got a pitcher that's saying to himself, I don't want to give him a good pitch to bunt, so they throw breaking pitches. But if the batter does a good job and shows discipline, they can pull the bat back, and you got a ball situation, so it just prolongs the agony. But you got 2 strikes here, so you got to hit away.
Strike 3. Top rail for Joe Plett.
Good freeze pitch by Ainsworth there.
Yeah, tried to get a couple bunt attempts down, wasn't able to keep it in play. So stepping into the plate now, number 35, first baseman Cody Wielgosh. Another throw to Legacy over at first. He's gotten 3 throws over there already.
Wielgosh from Beausejour en français. Pardon my French.
The delivery from Ainsworth is a strike. 0-1. With a man on first, left-handed batter here. Late swing, foul ball for Wielgosh.
So you've got the middle infield pinched a little bit for a double play opportunity with 1 out here. Ideally, anything up the middle on the ground is going to look real good for 2 quick outs and get out of the inning. But also leaves the right side a little bit more open with the first baseman covering.
Another throw over.
And again, the outfield favoring the fastball and thinking the Manitoba hitters are going to be late are more to the weak side of the field, shading towards left.
There's a shot high in the air. Chasing it down and making the catch in right field. Nice play by the right fielder, Miles Adamson, chasing that one down. He ran a long way to go make this catch. Let's take a look at it.
Towering fly ball. And so you got a right fielder that's not looking 100% confident, but makes the play. And then you've got the runner between first and second kind of hung up because he wasn't sure if the right fielder was confident in that play either. So interesting.
Nice tracking of the ball.
Goes in the scorebook as an out.
So a fly out for Wielgosh. Now to the plate is Brady Papineau, the center fielder. Papineau with a shot to right field. Is it going to drop? It does drop just along the baseline. So going from first to third is Legacy. Sharper down the right field line finds a hole, and Adamson can't find that one.
Yeah, the product of Lac de Bonnet found another hole, really nestled in there on the right field line.
Yeah, about 2 feet fair.
Yeah, Manitoba seems to be getting the bounces, as they say at this point. Lady Luck has shined favorably in their direction.
So with 2 outs here, man on first and third. Stepping to the plate, number 26, Dayton Christensen, the catcher. First pitch, he's all over it, but fouls it away.
Another product of St. Adolphe.
So 0-1. Ducks on the pond for Manitoba here. Another late swing. Now 0-2. Ainsworth.
Big up, way up in the count here. We'll see if he wastes a pitch or if he tries the direct approach.
The delivery. outside. 1-2.
Just kind of came across that one. A little bit too much, put a little bit too much effort into it and overthrew it a tad bit.
Pop up in foul territory. Ainsworth sells out, but unable to make the grab. Great effort from the pitcher.
He's a good athlete. He got after that ball. That ball's about 15, 20 feet foul.
Great jump.
And sinking the whole direction here. Lays out.
Immediate effort, too. He's like, that's my ball.
Yeah, no doubt.
Great effort from him. Great job by our crew to grab that replay.
Yeah, good shot.
So 1-2. Low. 2-2. So Legacy at first. Legacy at third. Papineau on first. Christensen at the dish. 2-2. Runner goes. Defensive indifference. They'll let him take.
They want the batter, obviously, and they weren't going to sell out and kind of make a rush throw to second to see if they could. It was a breaking pitch, too, so it would have been a tough play to get that runner. They weren't holding that well either, so.
Full count. Ainsworth gets the signal from his catcher, and the batter calls time.
Papineau dancing off second, trying to be a distraction, draw attention. This is a big moment here, even though there's two out. There's two runners in scoring position.
Ainsworth. Off his glove to the second baseman. Not going to get there in time. Yes, he does. What a gather and throw from the second baseman. That's Jackson Groves making that nice play.
Groves really picked up his pitcher in that situation. Deflection, that could have been really dangerous here. That would have meant a run if that he doesn't make this play. Great charge, comes in, gloves it, and makes a flip all in one motion. Good play by the first baseman to hold the bag as that throw is a little bit up the line.
Not a bad jump out of the box from the runner either. It's just a great play. All right, some highlight reel plays here from the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth after this break on We Digital.
We know there are a lot of choices for business today. We know how to get your brand out to the masses. We would like you to think of us first when it comes to digital advertising. We have a direct connection to the online social media marketplace. We have thousands of hours of broadcast experience to help you share your message. We know Windsor-Essex. We know who is looking for you.
All right, welcome back to the U22 National Championships from Lacasse Park in Tecumseh, Ontario on We Digital. I am your broadcaster, Brett Hedges, alongside Ted Beal. And we saw a very interesting half inning just there as Sarnia got out of a jam without any runs against. And a nice place from Jackson Groves. Seals it there. Got Ainsworth out of a little bit of a pinch.
Good job by the Sarnia defense picking up their pitcher.
Now at the dish for Sarnia. Taking a strike on the opening pitch of the bottom of the third is number 47, Cooper Clark, the designated hitter. In the 8th spot. So Martin. High on the second pitch.
Clark's from Thorndale.
Ooh, and Martin plunks Cooper Clark, and he'll take a free pass to first base.
They build him tough in Thorndale. He was more than willing to stand in there and take the abuse. Oh, he played the heel. Well, which is a pretty safe spot.
Yep.
More damage to the ball than would be to him at that point.
I mean, ask Achilles about that, but. Here's number 5, Jack Helps, the shortstop in the 9-hole with a man on first base. More on him in just a moment. First pitch is high ball. And it's come to my attention that Jack is quite the athlete. He also participates in javelin, correct?
Yeah, he was a good high school javelin thrower. I just know this because he competed against my son and got himself all the way to OFSA. So
strike on the outside corner.
It's also a product of the Lambton College Lions baseball programs. That's where he applies his trade in post-secondary. And so, yeah, a good athlete, can play multiple positions too for this club.
Nice rope right into the gap in left center field. Jack helps with a nice single. Puts 2 men on for the Sarnia Brigade here at the bottom of the third.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting by Helps here. Just puts a soft liner into left center, well over the shortstop's head. And you got 2 runners aboard and lots cooking for Sarnia. So this is another good moment. We'll see if they play the small ball game or if they let Mr. Buntrock hit away.
The lineup has turned over now. Leading off is number 3, Logan Buntrock. So
interesting play. I think the pitcher just wanted to get an extra warm-up toss in there. He has no chance to make a play on the runner at second on the pickoff attempt, so just threw it to the shortstop.
Yeah. Bunt up in the air. Picked up by Martin. Throws it away. Run's going to score for Sarnia, and 2 runners are going to score for Sarnia on the error. Running from third all the way to home is Jack Helps. Great bunt from Logan Buntrock. And on the error, Sarnia cashes in 2.
Buntrock just using his name. Must know exactly what he's doing when he's bunting, but he put it right back to the pitcher. Pitcher, I think, made a poor decision just going to third in the first place. Was not going to beat the runner. But when he short hopped the third baseman, it travels all the way up the line, allowing runners to score from first and second on the play. And now they're back in business with Buntrock on second in scoring position with nobody out.
And that's a sharp hit foul ball from the second baseman, Jackson Groves, number 22, who steps into the batter's box now with a man on second.
From Belmont, Ontario.
Martin delivers. Strong strike thrown there by the Manitoba pitcher. 0-2 now on Groves.
I don't think he's going to want to play with something in the dirt here, so we'll see where he chooses to play this ball.
Had to reach for that one. Chopping at it is Groves. High fly ball to the second baseman. Is caught for the first out of the inning.
A good choice of pitch location there. Up and away. And with the defensive swing, it was easy pop out. That's a good out to get back to some semblance here as far as the inning is concerned for Manitoba.
So 1 out, 1 man on. Hendrik Vandermeer, the first baseman. Big left-handed batter. Martin checks the runner, lifts the knee, delivers. Foul ball. It'll be 0-2 on Vandermeer as Buntrock sits out at second base.
Vandermeer, also a pitcher, will pitch and play first. He's from Guelph.
Another late swing from Vandermeer. Stays alive, though. 0-2.
Martin doing a good job coming back in this inning. He's way up.
Vandermeer, another swing. This time he golfs it out to the foul territory. Good chase from the left fielder and the third baseman to try to get it, but it falls.
Good run by Powers and left.
Yeah, he met the fence a little bit there.
With the left-hander up, he's more to the left center gap than he would be the line, and it's a long run to that warning track against the fence.
Oh, 0-2, Vandermeer. Connor Martin checks the runner, lifts the knee, delivers, and throws it high for ball 1. One and two. Sarnia looking to continue this inning after they've already cashed in 2 runs. And swing and a miss from Vandermeer. Strikeout for the left-handed pitcher, Connor Martin.
Yeah, well done by Martin. He set him up with a ball way up on the previous pitch and used that same pitch start location with the breaking pitch that carves back to the strike zone. And that's the art of pitching right there. And he's got a great cross-body kind of approach to the plate, so you can hide it well when it comes from a different angle.
Carter Arts at the plate as Martin paints the outside corner for a strike. Arts got on last inning on a walk, but then was picked off by Martin. Back to the dish now. 1-1 after he takes the ball high.
Pretty ideal baseball conditions today here at Lacoste.
Perfect. Late break on that ball from Martin, falls in for a strike. 1-2.
Wins.
Swing and a miss. So after giving up the 2 runs on the error, Manitoba is able to buckle down and get out of the inning here. It's 2-1 Sarnia at the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. We'll be right back after this break.
We know there are a lot of choices for business today. We know how to get your brand out to the masses. We would like you to think of us first when it comes to digital advertising. We have a direct connection to the online social media marketplace. We have thousands of hours of broadcast experience to help you share your message. We know Windsor Essex. We know who is looking for you. We are We Digital.
Perfect. Conditions are perfect. Top of the 4th here at the U22 Baseball National Championships on We Digital. Sarnia Brigade up 2-1 after grabbing 2 runs on an error in the bottom of the 3rd there. So all 3 runs in this game so far, Ted, via error.
Yeah, and that's just a product of getting the ball in play. There's some nerves involved, and obviously, I think they need more opportunities to kind of get the feet under them. But
yeah,
we'll see how it goes from here.
As Ainsworth deals and gets a swinging strike and a miss from number 10, Ryan Powers. Hit a single last inning. And a swing and a miss there for strike number 2.
Ainsworth way up again. This game has been pitched very well. Even though there's been 3 runs on the board to this point, it's been pitched very well.
Late chopper is going to drop in right field. And Ryan Powers with his second hit of the game. Same spot, too, as his last hit, but this one was a more direct shot.
No, it's great 2-strike hitting. I mean, obviously, he shortened his cut, but he played it to where the ball was pitched. It was hit sharply. But that right field line has getting a lot of company from Manitoba.
Now at the plate, number 44, Mike Lindsay, the designated hitter. Man on first. Ainsworth with just a quick look over before he throws.
Lindsay's from Niverville.
Low, pitched on ball 2. So 1 man on, no outs. Lindsay at the plate. Ainsworth delivers, swing and a miss from Lindsay for strike number 1.
And 2-0, he was trying to move that ball. He was trying to put it in the pool over the right field fence. And good for him. That's a hitter's count, but a good pitch by Ainsworth.
This time goes outside with the swing. Good ball placement from Ainsworth there. And Lindsay with a miss there. 2-2. Strike 3, swinging for Mike Lindsay. And
just like that.
Now to the plate, number 38, Anders Mayer, the second baseman.
And Proud Papa is the head coach. And we've got some action in the bullpen, I think.
For Sarnia, number 49, Zach Wilson is warming up.
The petroleal right-hander.
So man on, 1 out for Mayer. Chops it between the shortstop and the third baseman. Nice play from the shortstop to get it, but the second baseman was not on the bag. The throw pulled him off the bag, but great range showed by the Sarnia shortstop to get there.
It helps with a great athletic play just to make a play on that ball to ensure that the ball didn't leave the infield. But then had to make a really quick wheel throw to second where it pulled off the second baseman. But it's good baseball, really. Honestly, it's good positioning of the hitting from Mayer, and then obviously an opportunity to at least get an out on the infield by helps.
So the infield hit puts 2 on, man at first and second with 1 out here. Jackson Penner, the third baseman, left-handed hitter.
Penner from Steinbach, Manitoba.
Late hit. They're going to go all the way to first, and is it the double play? Yes, it is. What a play by the third baseman, Carter Arts.
Yeah, the third baseman did a great play. In that situation, it's whatever direction it takes you. That ball goes right to the third baseman. He has time to retreat to the bag and then make a strong throw across the diamond for the double play, and that's how it's done to help your pitcher for sure.
Yeah. Let's take a look at some highlights from opening. There's that double play. Arts, beautiful strong throw, and that's a tough play to make for a third baseman. A little bit late on the swing.
No doubt, and he's obviously going in the wrong direction of this throw as he moves towards the base, but makes a good plant and strong throw across. Good reach by the first baseman to kind of complete the play. And there's the signal from the first base umpire.
So Connor Martin back on the mound for Manitoba as we approach the bottom of the 4th inning here. Sarnia up 2-1. But I think it's fair to say that the pitchers have been the stars of the show so far in the opening half of the game. I always just get so interested whenever I watch a baseball game. The starters their job is to get through the lineup so many times, right? But it's always those late inning situations that always make baseball so interesting. What relievers are you going to use? What kind of subs are you going to use defensively? And that's what I think toward the end of this tournament, a lot of those chess match kind of moves are really what's going to impact who wins and who loses down the stretch here.
No doubt. And to add to that complexity of staying with the starting pitcher or going to your bullpen where you may or may not have the advantage is the pitch count situation and how you want to get, early in the tournament, do you want to get some of these arms back for later in the tournament when you can definitely be playing for the medals and things of that nature. So ultimately, as I mentioned earlier, it's a big chess match, but both the coaches and the athletes and how efficient they can be with their ability on the mound.
To the plate, number 40, Vaughn McGinn, the Sarnia catcher, as we open up the bottom of the fourth inning with a strike from Connor Martin, the left-handed pitcher from Manitoba. Middle of the lineup for Sarnia here. And they're going to say that was off the hands of the batter McGinn, so we'll take a free pass here to first base.
Yeah, he just kind of moved his arms forward with what would be the start of a swing, and then the ball just stayed in on him, and he wore it proudly. He finds himself gaining 90 feet and starts a rally again for Sarnia.
Miles Adamson to the plate now, the right fielder, number 12, right-handed batter. Man on. And opening pitch is high for a ball. So now we're seeing really short, cautious leads from Sarnia at first.
Yeah, they're going to protect against that move.
See, and almost an errant throw.
Great play by the first baseman just to keep that ball from going up the right field line. A lot of courage. He's got a runner coming back to his base as he tries to move against the green and go get that ball.
Yeah, sometimes routine plays are far from routine. High heater there from Martin. Swing and a miss.
He has worked up in the zone effectively, either getting a pop out or a strikeout pitch. We'll see how that continues.
Swing and a miss once again for Adamson. 1-2. Another throw back to the first baseman. McGinn is there with no sweat.
Martin working into the fourth inning here only yielded one hit so far to Sarnia. They are a little bit fooled, but they have taken advantage of the poor defensive play.
High pitch there, 2-2. Well, I guess all three runs have come from pitchers throwing errors, pitcher fielding errors, I should say.
Correct.
Martin delivers. Late swing from Adamson, and that's a punch out. As he goes down there. Jack Wilson will come to the plate now with one out, man on. Left-handed hitter, so lefty on lefty matchup here. So McGinn at first, being held on the bag by Wheelgosh. Breaking pitch is fouled off by Jack Wilson.
As I mentioned, Sarnia still trying to find their way and figure out Martin and his delivery, and he's kept the ball high, but he's mixed up his off speed.
This one's going to drop along the left field line. Oh, just foul, about 4 feet. Late swing from Wilson again, but this time it almost found a gap. Good chase down from Ryan Powers. Ended up being about 3 or 4 feet foul.
We'll see if Sarnia continues with that approach, because I think they're trying to read the ball late from Martin and punch fastballs to the opposite side and see if they're looking. I would think they're looking off-speed pitch first.
So another strikeout on a high pitch from Connor Martin.
Designated hitter number 47, Cooper Clark.
Now to the cup is number 47, Cooper Clark, the designated hitter with a man on first. Clark leans in, swings at the first pitch, but fouls it back.
Was his last at bat where he took one on the heel?
I believe so. And we've been told that Connor Martin has 8 strikeouts so far. Martin. Breaking ball is low for a ball.
Eight strikeouts, only 1 hit against. And he's almost through 4.
Chopper drops.
Whoa.
Nice play by the second baseman to collect himself and get the third out. My goodness.
Highlight reel. I hope we get another look at that one because it was an excellent play.
Nice job by Anders Mayer. And now we're going to have an interview with Dom Papa and the manager of the Sarnia Brigade, Brett Bridges, in just a few moments. What a fantastic play. All right, let's go down to Dom, down dugout side. Thanks, Dom.
Thanks a lot, guys. A great game going on here. 2 solid teams. Brett Bridges, the coach of the Sarnia squad, joins us. Brett, what are you seeing out here in the first few innings?
We got a pitcher's duel going. Starter gave us a heck of a go. We got a reliever coming in now, but it's a pitcher's duel early. A couple errors, and we got a 2-1 ball game. So we're right in a ball game. That's what we wanted to do this week, come down here, and hopefully we can get this game.
You mentioned at the top of the day I had a chance to speak to your coach, and you mentioned that Manitoba's had your number a couple of times. How much of the experience has helped you with those games?
Yeah, no, I think being here last year at the National Championship, I think we got a good returning amount of guys. I think we have 11 returnees. So kind of just learning from that experience last year and understanding what we got to do to win this tournament, I think that's big. And we're going to try to put it together this weekend. Hopefully we get this first one done here.
Is pitching going to decide this game?
I think pitching decides baseball all the time. So I think that's the name of the game for this tournament. You need a lot of arms, and you got to hope your pitcher does well, and you got to score some runs. So that's baseball, and that's what we're trying to do right now.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way. That's Coach Brett Bridges of the Sarnia squad. His team up 2-1. It's been a nail-biter already. Great pitching duel. And, guys, Brett and Ted, I have to tell you, you guys are aces up there. You sound great today.
Thank you very much, Dom. Great job as well. New pitcher for the Sarnia Brigade, number 49, Zach Wilson. We saw him warming up last inning as Seth Ainsworth got out of a little bit of trouble after Manitoba got some runners on early. What can you tell us about Zach Wilson, Ted?
Well, we know he's a right-hander. We know he's from Petrolia. And beyond that, I think that they trust him to be pitching in this first game. Picking up for Ainsworth, I think expect to see much of the same approach here. They want to be efficient with their pitch count, challenge the Manitoba hitters, and ultimately, let that fastball do a lot of their work and see if their defense can pick them up. I mean, the name of the game early here is to not lose the tournament, right away, and allow for yourself to play the long game and get your arms back. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, as well as Ainsworth pitched, I think they're obviously thinking to themselves, we want to save as many arms as we can for later in this event because we want to go long. They expect to be playing late Sunday, so looks like another power right-hander.
Seems to be the only, just no changes defensively, just the pitcher being switched out. That's Zach Wilson in for Seth Ainsworth, who had a good 4-inning stretch. Just the 1 run against, but it was not earned. It was on an error. Mm-hmm. So a good position to be in. If you're Seth Ainsworth, you're giving your team the lead going into the second half. You got to be happy about that. So
no
now
doubt.
Zach Wilson will be the opening. Will be the next pitcher for Sarnia here as we open up the 5th. Ball 1. So to the plate for Manitoba.
Legacy.
Number 2, Cedric Legacy.
Legacy. Wilson does seem to be throwing pretty hard out there, but he will need to find his command.
Yeah, quickly. 2-0. Another high Ball out of the zone, 3-0 as Legacy looks for a free pass.
And Legacy is smart. You got a guy coming out of the pen, you're going to make him throw a strike before you start activating.
And a 4-pitch walk for Wilson as Legacy will take first base.
Right fielder number 30, Joe Platt.
So now the lineup turns over once again. Joe Platt, the right fielder, leads off.
Wonder if they'll even show bunt here, not to be deliberate here, but they may want to put that bat in the zone just to make it that more distracting for Wilson.
I mean, with 5 in a row, I'd be taking until he throws you a strike.
No doubt. It was definitely a ball change.
Yeah.
I think we expect to see a new pitcher here now with a new ball.
Exactly.
It's going to be a completely different pitcher. You watch.
There might have been a smudge on the last
That's
one.
right. But you do those things, just kind of change it up.
Yep.
Break up the momentum. Yep.
Change your luck. Throw over to first base for Wilson to keep Legacy honest. One and 0. Wilson. There's the first strike.
See if he finds his rhythm from that point.
And sometimes just a lot of guys that are used to relieving, they're not more comfortable going in through the windup. Sometimes they're more comfortable going from the stretch.
100%.
That ball was high.
So what you'll see with pitching too at these championships is what they may or may not be a pickup player, and they may be in a different role. They could be a starting pitcher moving to the bullpen, or vice versa. And there are different asks throughout this championship, and just different situations.
That pitch is outside, so it'll be 3-1 as the catcher.
Again, nice block, ranging to his right. Got down in a decent blocking position, made sure that the runner was not going to be moving on that play.
So 3-1 for Platt. Wilson delivers. High pitch, another walk.
And he was taken all the way, too. And I can't really blame him because Wilson has not quite found his range yet.
And I think we're going to have a mound visit here. 2 men on, top of the 5th for Manitoba.
And Sarnia's not wasting any time. They've got a body up in the pen already. Maybe get a shot of that, hopefully, at some point. But they've got another arm going. These championships are long, but they're also quick at the same moment. You can't wait if you need to pull the trigger on the next arm just to ensure that you've got the thing moving in the right direction the whole time.
Yeah, one batter can make the difference, right? We see it all the time in Major League Baseball and all those high leverage situations, right?
No doubt.
I watched one last night where with the Tigers, they had Tyler Holton on. He got 6 guys out in a row, and then they made a change to Hannafy, and then Hannafy gives up 2 walks and then a bomb.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, like
it changes into that bat.
You had a guy going 6 up, 6 down.
Yeah.
You don't want him to get the third out. I don't know. Sometimes the analytics are, hey, just let the guy pitch and get you out of the inning. But ball outside. Man at the plate, the first baseman, Cody Wheelgosh, number 35. 1-0. Swing and a miss for Wheelgosh as he saw one there that he wanted.
Big hack. I think if I'm reading the jersey number correctly for the Sarnia bullpen is number 20, Quentin Johnston from Sarnia, the right-hander. Just getting loose, just in case.
Wilson delivers. High pitch. So with 2 men on. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wheelgosh steps in. Wilson gets the sign. No one covering the runners on the base paths here. Late hack at it from Wheelgosh will foul. So 2-2. Good battle from Wilson after that mound visit. Wilson shakes off a pitch. Ball low, full count now for Wheelgosh as Wilson looks to get an out here after walking the first 2 batters of the inning. Wilson checks the runner. Slow dribbler in the gap between the first baseman. Good pitcher, good cover by the pitcher to get the out at first. But a good job from Wheelgosh to advance the runners.
Everybody doing their job perfectly there. Again, weak grounder at Lacoste Park infield is nice and thick, but Wilson does a great job fielding his position, get over first base. Not an easy play, taking the flip from the first baseman on the run and getting a piece of that base, but gets an out. Still a difficult situation. As you can see, Sarnia's pulled in their infield already. They don't want to give up any runs in this situation, and so they're going to see if they can cut down the runner.
Brady Papineau at the plate, the center fielder. First ball is high, as Wilson has a man on second and third. So it's Lagasse at third and Plett at second. 1-0. And that's going to be a line shot into the gap, and it goes off the right fielder's glove. That's going to score at least 1. They're going to go to the plate for 3, and it's good. Nice slide in there from Plett. And 2 RBI double for Brady Papineau.
No, that's a great piece of hitting. I mean, he pushes that ball deep in the right center gap. Right fielder from Sarnia tried to make a nice running play, but just was unable to come up with that ball as it traveled all the way to the fence. And with runners at second and third, as soon as that ball hit the ground from that distance, it was going to be hard to make a play at the plate with both runners scoring.
To the plate now, Dayton Christensen, after Manitoba takes the 3-2 lead. 6 hits today. And there's another shot that's going to drop. And is there going to be a throw to the plate? Beautiful throw, but it gets through the catcher. And scoring is Papineau.
I mean, good piece of hitting going the other way again, but again, the right fielder makes a strong throw. He nearly almost flies that ball onto the plate. Catcher was actually pointing to the loose bat that was in front of the home plate, as if the bouncing ball may have clipped off that loose bat. But at the end, it was a between hop for the catcher, and he couldn't come up with the ball. But the ball definitely beat the runner.
And now Wilson with a strike on the inside corner. So Manitoba has cashed in for 3 runs. Wilson. Ball low. So 3 runs on 2 hits. But it all started with 2 walks by Wilson after he took over for Ainsworth to start the 5th inning. Brian Powers back to the plate now, and he wears a pitch. That'll be his 3rd time on base today after hitting 2 singles earlier today. So now with 1 out, Caroline with 2 men on first and second. And the designated hitter, Mike Lindsay, is going to check in to the plate to try and get a hit. And we are going to get a pitching change.
Second visit of the inning. You're definitely going to see a new pitcher from Sarnia. As we mentioned, it'll be number 20
Quentin Johnston.
Quentin Johnston from Sarnia, another right-hander, 6 foot tall.
So Wilson, 1/3 inning pitched, 2 walks, 3 earned runs, and 2 hits. So he'll have to have a short memory and just be ready the next time his number gets called. Here's a replay of that shot earlier that went off the glove of the right fielder,
Number 12,
Miles Adamson.
Try to make a great play.
And that made the runners at second and third have to freeze, right, to see if he's going to make that catch first.
100%.
Great throw from Adamson on the next ball.
Yeah, and
if they had been able to
corral that ball,
Yeah.
it's between hop. I mean, as a prominent coach here in Tecumseh said to many a ball player from the outfield, he says one hop, one good hop, or no hop. So what you mean by that is you want a clean full hop and not an in between one that a catcher or a fielder can come up with, or you fly that ball all the way directly. And it's a situation where if you're trying to hit the cutoff man, you want to keep the ball low. It's better to be having a good, clean, full hop, oftentimes because it deadens the ball. It'll come up easy to a catcher's mitt. Quentin Johnston, again, another right-hander, slighter frame than the last 2 individuals, just 165 pounds. But we use that 6-foot frame to kind of see if you can fool some Manitoba hitters.
So 1 out here in the top of the 5th. 2 men on, and the designated hitter in the box. Tough challenge for Quentin Johnston. Foul back on the opening pitch.
Sets his plant foot out there towards third a little bit off the mound. Tries to come across his body, which is in an effort to fool hitters. Will work better on right-handers than left-handers, but
1-1. Ball low outside. So Johnston with 2 men on, trying to get his team out of a jam here, down 4-2. Lindsay with a swing and a miss for strike 2.
good off-speed pitch there. And Lindsay way out in front.
Right along the outside corner for strike 3. And Johnston with a punch out on his opening batter out of the bullpen.
Lindsay, I think that's twice in a row he's been the victim of good pitching. Again, set up very well there by the Sarnia thrower. Johnston set him up with a slow off-speed pitch the previous and then just painted the outside edge.
Anders Mayer to the plate now with 2 men on. Pitch outside, holds off. Good block by the catcher, McGinn. One and 0. Swing and a miss from Mayer. Makes it 1-1.
If I recall, Mayer had the nice play at second base earlier this game.
Yes. One and 1. Johnston delivers. Swing and a miss from Mayer.
Johnston just trying to overpower Mayer at the plate. Anytime that fastball rides up above the hands, it can be a challenge for any hitter.
Time?
We got time from the infield. Not sure what they need to talk about here. I always want to be a part of these mound visits when the coaches are not there.
Yes.
I always want to know what those conversations are about, because they could be talking about dinner plans. You have no idea. But
Exactly.
at the end of the day, they're coming together. When more communication is a good thing, as always, if they're always on the same page here. First and second is the situation. With 2 outs, the infield should be playing back. But
Well, it was the third baseman that called time. Maybe he's saying, if you get it back to you, you throw it to me first.
Interesting.
Because he has made a double play similar to that.
With 2 outs, though, I
Yeah.
think they're going to try and get the batter.
Oh, pardon me, yes.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I would love to hear what that conversation is about. As a coach, at those times where the infielders came together, I wondered, geez, I hope they're making good plans for dinner.
Yeah. Late swing, chopped foul. Mayer stays alive at 1-2. One and two for Mayer as Johnston looks in. Another late swing from Mayer, but he does get a piece to stay alive in the at-bat. This will be his 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
He's been taught, well, be a tough out. Make sure that ball is in place somewhere. Force the defense to make a play to retire you before giving it up at the plate.
And froze him for a backwards K.
Oh.
Johnston with a beautiful sequence of pitching there. Mayer did his best to fight it off, but he falls. And Manitoba does cash in 3. It's time for Sarnia to get to the sticks now. You're watching the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. We'll be right back.
Has a story. Every moment matters. The question is, how will your audience experience it? At We Digital, we transform live events into professional broadcast experiences that engage audiences anywhere in the world to help boost your events in venue production value. From sporting events and tournaments to concerts, corporate conferences, award galas, and community celebrations, we bring technology, expertise, and creativity to make your event shine in person and online. Our multi-camera productions capture every angle, every reaction, and every defining moment with the quality audiences expect from major broadcast networks. Need instant replays, sponsor integrations, lower thirds, scoreboards, statistics, or custom animated graphics? We've got you covered. Want to showcase your venue from above? Our live aerial drone coverage delivers breathtaking perspectives that elevate your production. Whether your audience is across town or across the globe, our reliable live streaming solutions ensure they never miss a moment, either on our channel or yours. Free to view or behind a paywall, we can serve your needs. From planning and production to streaming and delivery, We Digital serves as your complete broadcast and production partner, allowing you to focus on your event while we handle the rest. Professional, reliable, creative. Quality production for events.
Top of the 5th inning here from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario at the U22 Canadian Baseball National Championships. Caroline from Manitoba cashed in on 3 runs on 2 hits to take the 4-2 lead. Now the Sarnia Brigade looking to get back here in the bottom of the 5th, pardon me.
Martin pitching a gem so far.
One and one, or 2-1, sorry. He was at 8 strikeouts last inning. Nice swing and a miss there. It'll make it 2-2. At the plate, number 5, Jack Helps, the shortstop for Sarnia, the 9-hitter, before the lineup rolls over again. And Jack Helps chases that one outside the zone, goes down on 4 pitches. And that will bring up the leadoff man, Logan Buntrock, the center fielder. And the big thing for Sarnia that we're seeing today, only 1 hit so far here today, Ted.
Yeah, Martin has been outstanding and has really kept them off balance. Oh.
Broadcaster's curse. Has a nice shot right up the middle from Buntrock. We'll get a man on for the Sarnia Brigade, just under the glove of the shortstop from Manitoba, Cedric Lagasse.
Yeah, Buntrock got a pitch he could handle not only low in the zone. We talked about how Martin's been working high in the zone and then mixing in the off speed to kind of bring it down, but he got one low in the zone and in on the inside half too, and he took it right up the middle.
Jackson Groves, second baseman, will step in now. This is the 3rd time through the order now for Sarnia, as a pass ball will put Buntrock on second base and puts a runner in scoring position, which hasn't been the case too often today for Sarnia, thanks to Martin's dominance.
Outstanding pitching, like you said, by Martin. And when he got crossed up here with his catcher, I'm not sure what happened, but that was actually a called strike and a pass ball at the same time, which is not something you see very often. Catcher just couldn't handle it.
Groves with a shot right in the gap, and that's going to score one. If the batter, yep, they're going to score one here and get back into this game. Buntrock, right off the crack of the bat, was running in rounding third. Nice RBI single for number 22, Jackson Groves.
He's had a nice game. Good piece of hitting. Drove the ball the other direction in the right center gap. Easily scores the run from second.
Timeout.
Threshold. That's the umpire's signal for threshold for pitch count. So he's signifying that he's reached a threshold, which is an important piece of information as it relates to pitch count and his further usage both in the day and then moving forward in the tournament. I'll get an exact pitch count mark. See where he's at.
Thank you. So Hendrik Vandermeer at the plate as Martin has a first pitch strike. Man on first after Groves got the RBI single. And Vandermeer with a swing on it, fouls it away.
So that was Martin's 75th pitch delivered.
So once they are over that, what does that mean, Ted?
Well, I think it means the minimum amount of sit nights before he can appear again, which at this point I think might mean 3 or 4 days. I'll get an exact ruling on that, and this will be a management point throughout the tournament for all the managers and certainly the coaching staff. They don't have these rules in senior ball or Major League Baseball as far as pitch count is concerned, but it is a
it's a nuance you have to be aware of.
It's a very, very big nuance. It's very big part of youth baseball. But caps out at 22U.
And it's changed a number over the years, like because when I was growing, it was number of pitches, then it was number of outs, or it was number of innings, and it's changed in a lot of different ways over the years. Now
yeah, it's been a combination of things over the years, depending on what kind of broader association you're with, whether it be Little League or Baseball Ontario or Baseball Canada, and all for the betterment of the pitchers and protection of arms, and you don't want to see abuse with any young player, and they want to be able to give back to the game for as long as they can. So
shot right back up to the middle. That's caught by the shortstop and doubled off. So the line out goes to the shortstop, Lagasse, and then he throws it back to the first baseman for the double play. So Manitoba gets themselves out of a jam. They give up 1 earned run on the single from Jackson Groves that scored Buntrock. So good play by the shortstop. So Manitoba will take it into the 6th inning, up 4-3. So here are some of our finer points of the game. We had a 2-hit RBI double earlier on in the top of the 5th. We have had 3 runs scored on pitcher errors, so those aren't earned runs, but they're runs that count in the scoreboard. And Manitoba is out hitting Ontario 7-3 with Connor Martin with 9 strikeouts officially today, and that's a fantastic outing from him. I would assume if he's already hit his thresh point, they'll try and let him continue the game.
Well, so his thresh point, he can't return for a number of days, but also his next threshold would be how many pitches he can have for a max outing.
Okay.
So they'll probably want to exhaust that as long as he's continuing to pitch well, and he has shown he's got the endurance to do it. So ultimately, as long as he's pitching well and they're not in a high leverage situation for him late where he's tired, then they'll stay with him as long as they can. So obviously it's a situation where they're going to ride his arm and see how far he can take them.
So Quentin Johnston has thrown his final warm-up pitch. Stepping up to the batter's box for Manitoba is number 24, Jackson Penner, the third baseman for Manitoba. Top of the 6th inning here. The opening game of the 22U National Championships on We Digital. Thanks for joining us, folks. Opening pitch at the top of the 6th is a ball low.
So just to get a little bit more finer on the detail as it relates to pitcher and pitch count for Martin, in order for him to return this tournament, he needs 3 days rest as long as he doesn't pitch over 90 pitches.
Okay.
But if they choose to burn him for the rest of the tournament, they could ride him as high on a daily maximum of 115 pitches.
115, okay. Right now at 2-1 now as Johnson throws outside wide. So 115 is the absolute max that will allow.
Absolute max, but you will not be able to return this championship once he eclipses 90.
So in this situation, if they were to pull him out as we get a strike here, another ball, 3-1. If they pull him now, he could possibly play on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay. There's Johnston. Delivers, and a little bit of a late swing from Penner. Fouls it off, stays alive. So, yeah, that's a big managerial point, right?
And you can play for your strength, which might be pitching depth, and say to yourself, it's okay if we take him up, and we don't have to use anybody else at that point. But
shot right back up to the pitcher, goes off of the pitcher, Johnston, and ricochets into the left side of the infield. That's going to be an infield single for Jackson Penner.
Yeah, one of the hardest hit balls all day for Manitoba. And Penner did a nice piece of hitting right up the middle. And Johnston doesn't look too worse for the wear as it glanced off him and got to the third baseman. But we'll see. It might leave a mark, but ultimately he'll probably be fine to continue.
Bunting, this is legacy. And a nice pitcher infield demo to show there. Nice scoop and throw from Johnston to the first baseman Vandermeer for the opening out of the inning.
Good sacrifice. Well done by the Manitoba hitter.
So Penner advances to second base.
Well, Agassi with a good job helping his team and ultimately giving himself up to move his teammate 90 feet and into scoring position.
And the lineup rolls over once again. Here's Joe Platt, the leadoff man. Takes a strike with a man on second. Swing and a miss from Platt. 0-2.
Platt's kind of an up and down day, right?
Mm-hmm. Johnston looks in, gets the sign, delivers. Swing and a miss for Platt. Goes down on 3 straight strikes. And that's a big second out for Quentin Johnston and the Sarnia Brigade.
Yeah, well done by Johnson. That ball riding up and into the right-hander Platt. Well placed.
Wheelgosh to the plate, the big first baseman. Man on second, left-handed batter.
One of the 3 players from Beausejour, Manitoba.
And there's a single right in the right field gap. He's going to come up, throw in. Here's a throw to the plate, not in time. And Jackson Penner will score from second on the single from Wheelgosh. And Manitoba will add to their lead. It's now 5-3 for Caroline.
Timely hitting. I mean, let's face it, the Manitoba's done a really good job when they've had somebody in position to score. They've had some really good timely hitting. Adamson with a decent throw from right, but the ball wasn't hit strong enough, I think. Bounced too many times. He came up throwing, but it was the ball needed to be thrown at a much stronger pace in order to catch the runner at home.
So man at first. Back, number 68, Brady Papineau, is at the dish. And we've got some action in the Manitoba bullpen. We'll try get an eye on that soon.
We'll try and get a number out of that location.
So we're at 0-1 here. Papineau does have a double today.
Number 37, Colson Smith in the pen for Manitoba.
Bree Papineau with a late hack fouls it off.
The product is St. Andrews, the right-handed thrower.
So Johnston will switch out the ball here with the man on first. 2 out. It's a critical junction of this game. Top of the 6th. Manitoba adds a run. Runner going. Hit and run was on as Papineau fouls it off. So
I think Papineau's got an RBI today, doesn't he?
RBI double.
Yeah.
So Wheelgosh at first. Papineau, secondary lead from Wheelgosh on the mishandled pitch, and he will take second base.
Excellent base running by Wheelgosh. Ball's in the dirt. And with his secondary lead, just continued on with that jump, and no chance for the catcher to come up with that ball quickly and make a throw to second.
Papineau 1-2 with a man at second. Check swing. Is it going to fall on the right field line? It does. Wow. Once again. That's the 3rd or 4th ball, and Wheelgosh is going to score from second.
I think Manitoba's already making some plans to pull up some of that turf from the right field line and bring it home with them.
They own it.
Because they own it.
That's the 4th ball that's dropped in that section of the park, and it's just a check swing from Papineau.
Check swing the whole way, and just in the perfect spot. I mean, if you're Sarnia, you got to be saying to yourself, "Are you kidding me?" They might want to put 3 fielders in that location.
Yeah, and with 2 men on, Wheelgosh was running on contact, so
amazing.
Easily got in.
Again, timely hitting. Timely hitting.
I mean, yeah, as soon as they get that second run, they get the new pitcher on because they know they can. Here we go, line drive shot right down the left field line, and it's going to curve foul. Dayton Christensen got a hold of that one.
Made a bid for the corner, but ended up closer to the Domino's pizza truck, which is out of play over the fence.
But it will be in play all weekend, for sure.
It'll be in play by several individuals, I'm sure.
I'm sure you and I will share a pie.
I'll just go take a look.
Yeah.
Browse.
Man on first. 1-1. Johnson with Christensen at the plate. Christensen with a sharp shot up the middle of the field and going from first to third on a great read is Papineau. Great base running and...
Yeah, 2 outs the whole way, so he can move on contact there, which is great. And just never hesitated, taking the extra base from second to third.
And I believe that's going to be the 11th hit of the day for Manitoba
Yeah,
here
I think
today.
they came into this inning with 8, and I think they've had 3 this inning. So
Another visit to the mound. Johnston, the Ontario champs, are trailing here in the top of the 6th to the champions of Manitoba from Caroline. 6-3 on 11 hits in 1 error. Sarnia only mustering 3 hits so far today. But getting out of this inning is going to be of the utmost importance here. Try to get to stop the bleeding.
I just noticed, too, and again, it could be out of necessity because there's a small coaching staff from Manitoba, but one of their players is actually coaching first base for Manitoba, and which is great. It gives the players another appreciation level on learning the game so they can give back later in life.
Mm-hmm. First and third, as number 10, Ryan Powers, goes to the plate.
Number 47, Mason Hopper, is coaching first base. Another one of those players from St. Adolphe. And he's had a lot of company today.
Yeah, he has.
The Manitoba hitters have given him a lot of company over at first base, which is great.
Foul back, 1-1 for Powers.
So he may have a budding career as a first base coach. You never know.
2 singles today for Ryan Powers, and he was hit by a pitch. Holds off on chasing the outside fastball. 2-1. So as you can see on the ticker of our other scores from Woodsley, another area. There's a shot into the outfield. High fly ball. Parking under it for the out is the left fielder, Jack Wilson, and that will end the inning. All right, Manitoba gets another run and adds to their lead. It's 6-3 here at the U22 National Championships on We Digital. We will be right back. All right, welcome back to the U22 National Championships on We Digital. We are at Lacoste Park in beautiful Tecumseh, Ontario. Picturesque baseball conditions today, and we've got ourselves a new pitcher for Team Manitoba, Ted. This is Colson Smith.
Yeah, out of St. Andrews. Talked about a right-hander. He's always going to come in for a great pitching performance in Mr. Martin, and giving way to a good 3-run lead here as we go to the bottom of the 6th. So he's in good shape here to kind of come in and get a 2-inning save to complete this game for Manitoba. And I think you'll see a direct approach with a 3-run lead.
Carter Arts will step into the batter's box for Sarnia, trailing 6-3. Just 3 hits today for Sarnia so far. Pitch low, ball 1 for Smith.
Smith, obviously a hard thrower, and Arts is really taking advantage of crowding the plate, trying to see if he can make Mr. Smith feel a little uncomfortable, which he has to this point. But again, another situation, new arm, And Mr. Arts is probably saying to himself, I'm going to lay off until I see a strike.
And there is that strike down the middle, 2-1. That pitch stays high. High and inside, 3-1 for Colson Smith on Carter Arts. Nice throw to the outside edge for a called strike for Colson Smith. Brings the count full, 3-2.
Arts no choice at this point.
Grip it and rip it. Smith gets the sign from his catcher. Loads. Delivers. Foul ball on the liner. Good effort from the first baseman. Try and snag that ball.
Yeah, Manitoba's catcher, Christensen, set up on the...
Looking under it. Making the catch. Is the right fielder Joe Plett. Strong throw into the cutoff man. No advance from the runner. So McGinn flies out there.
Yeah, McGinn towering fly ball. A little too much loft to make any damage here, but we'll see what Mr. Adamson can do.
Adamson to the plate, bouncing that ball. One and out. Miles Adamson at the plate, 1-0. Nice ball there from Smith. Levels the count 1-1. Pitch is inside. 2-1.
Very conservative lead at first.
Another pitch inside. This time it stripes the corner for a called strike. 2-2.
Yeah, Art's not making himself a base stealing threat, even though Smith will take a look at him.
Keep him honest.
Got to keep him honest.
The 2-2. Trying to chase that one and to punch it into right field was Adamson. Goes foul, out of bounds. The 2-2. Another foul there from Adamson. They're going to call a balk here. Believe the umpire, another foul ball from Adamson. What an at-bat from him.
Quick look at the other ballpark in Woodsley. That game with the Windsor Selects, Ontario 2 playing Nova Scotia 2. Selects are now up 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Brady Nelson is spinning a 3-hit gem right now for the Selects.
2-2. Smith. Low pitch. Ball 3. Great at bat from Adamson. This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat.
Adamson not getting cheated in his at bat here. It's an important moment. The runner in scoring position.
Another foul from Adamson, chasing it off the plate.
And the Tecumseh Volunteers getting a workout, chasing all these foul balls as we get A couple fresh ones being brought in return. I think the umpire was depleted. At this point, we needed something to be in play.
Adamson will lean in once again. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Smith looks off the runner, delivers. And Adamson will, they're going to say that he leaned into the strike zone to put his elbow in front of that pitch.
Yeah, I think it's the right call. He dipped that shield plate into the zone, or what questionably could be considered the zone. There certainly wasn't any attempt to get out of the way. I know that.
Yes. So that's the second out of the inning. Big out for Smith after a long battle with Adamson there.
No doubt. And
And
here we are with Wilson stepping in.
So Smith with a man on second, 2 outs, bounces the first pitch. Good block from the catcher, Christensen. And that's a nice line shot from Wilson, but right into the glove of Wheelgosh.
Hit it on the button, but great play by Wheelgosh at first.
And they get out of a big jam there. Yeah, nice replay. Nice job by our crew there. It was a deliberate motion. It wasn't much, but it was a little bit of a shoulder dip.
Yeah, he definitely dipped into the zone there. Can be somewhat controversial, but when you've lived it, you understand the difference between a guy who's trying to get out of the way and a guy who's trying to get in the way.
For sure. And more importantly, Manitoba takes a 6-3 lead into the top of the 7th after Sarnia threatened on multiple occasions there, as we see this nice line shot snagged out of the air by Wheelgosh.
He hit it on the button.
Boom.
Wilson can't hit that any better.
Great job by our crew to capture that.
Multiple angles here, yeah. It's turned into a good ball game for sure. Seen a little bit of everything. Good pitching, a bit of good hitting, some good defense.
So now Sarnia's going to try and hold Manitoba here as it's the top of the 7th. And then Sarnia will get the last crack at the can in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, they do have the hammer, and obviously they get one more opportunity to kind of see if they can eat into that 3-run deficit as it stands right now. And Manitoba, conversely, has an opportunity to create some more insurance and some more distance and some more comfortable opportunities for their pitcher, Wilson, who's coming in trying to get that 2-inning save. I don't see any more activity in the bullpen for Manitoba, so I think we'll see Wilson come back out for the 7th. Be nice to see this hitter get off the Schneider. Mike Lindsay, he's
0 for 3.
Been the victim of some good pitching. I mean, honestly, they've put the ball in the perfect spot here to kind of take advantage of any hole he might have in his swing.
Lindsay at the plate, battling against Quentin Johnston. Yeah, swing and a miss on the opening pitch. Caroline with 11 hits today and 6 runs as they take a 3-run lead into the 7th here, looking to add more as Lindsay will take a ball low.
Lindsay's got to be patient. It's hard to swing your way out of a situation where you haven't had a couple of hits and a few at-bats. You want to stay in the zone and get a pitch you can handle. And just like that, he deposits one in left field. Inside out that pitch, too, because it was kind of dipping inside. Give him credit. Found a way aboard.
And that is their 12th hit of the game.
Outstanding team outing. And not against what I would consider poor pitching from Sarnia either. Early in the tournament, you're going to see some of the best arms that your group has because they're the ones who want to get the most rest to come back later in the tournament.
First strike as Anders Mayer, the second baseman, steps into the batter's box. 0-1. Man on first for Manitoba. Mayer plays it to the second baseman.
Could be 2.
Double play ball. It is. Nice turn there from the Sarnia Brigade. It all starts with Jackson Groves, flips it over to Jack Helps. And he helps it over to Vandermeer for the double play.
Again, a nice look at it here. Second baseman doesn't have to move too much. So it's right
ball.
at him. Good flip. Good transfer. Helps with a strong throw to get the speedy Mayer.
And a breaking ball in the opening pitch to Jackson Penner is a strike. There's a shot, high fly ball in right field. Tracking it down is Adamson.
Can of corn.
Makes the catch. And the Sarnia Brigade are down to their last 3 outs here as they trail 6-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Coming up.
For Manitoba in the top of the 7th.
We're going to take you through some moments of this game. And there have been a lot of moments for Manitoba. 12 hits on the day. 4 to that soft right field patch.
Close-up look at starting pitcher from Sarnia.
Yeah, Ainsworth stepped in, had a good outing.
Solid outing.
Unfortunately, he had the one throwing error that led to a run that got Manitoba up early. Here's one of those soft, not soft, but like a well-placed balls into right field. Here's the ball that cost Sarnia there early on. And another one down the right field line. That was the great effort from Ainsworth on that foul fly ball. That one went off his glove, but the second baseman was able to make a great play, and Vandermeer makes a good stretch on it.
This is a throwing error by starting pitcher from Manitoba.
And they scored 2 on that.
There's that right field line again.
The third time they hit that spot. That's Penner. It's the double play from Arts to Vandermeer at first. This is that great play from Mayer at second base that he flipped over to first to finish an inning. Okay, last 3 outs. Number 47, Cooper Clark, the first at-bat for Sarnia. He's the designated hitter today. But as a team, Sarnia has only gathered 4 hits.
And we'll see if you'll see any pinch hit action from Sarnia in this inning if they get an opportunity. But see if they stick with their guys or not.
Ball outside. One on one. Smith on the mound for Manitoba, working from the stretch. Outside. Good discipline from Clark there.
Manitoba with a defensive kind of alignment that allows for pull side to be a little more open, which means they're shading to the weaker side, expecting the fastball from their pitcher to work them well. But a nice,
high fly ball.
Easy fly ball, right?
The right fielder, Joe Plett, makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Jack Helps.
So Jack Helps, the shortstop, the number 9 hitter. Looking to start a rally for his team. Let him roll the lineup over with a man on base here. Opening pitch of the at-bat is a strike on the outside corner. That ball goes on the hands and is fouled out of play.
Smith doing a great job for Manitoba as he comes in for this save bid. he's filling the zone and not allowing Sarnia to get any comfortable in the box or a base runner.
Right on the outside corner, just outside on the 0-2 pitch. Okay. The 1-2 for Manitoba. Just pulls it a little bit outside. Might have overthrown it there.
Update from Woodsley. Nova Scotia scored 2 in the bottom of the 7th and have a runner in scoring position, the tying run in scoring position. So it's 3-2 Windsor over Nova Scotia 2 with 2 outs in the 7th.
The 2-2. Shot out to the right field, right into the glove of Joe Plett. Jackson helps, lines out, and the Sarnia Brigade are down to their last out here. And the leadoff man, Logan Buntrock.
Great positioning by the right fielder. They are obviously coaching staff and their players have teamed together to figure out where they want to play, that's for sure.
Strike from Colson Smith to Buntrock.
Great leadoff breaking pitch.
Ball low, 1-1. Smith loads along the outside edge there for a called strike.
Rock doesn't agree, but will be forced to.
Down to their last strike. Smith delivers. Swing and a miss. And the Manitoba from Caroline take the first game of the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships with a 6-3 victory over the Ontario champions from Sarnia.
Solid outing by Manitoba. You couldn't really start it off any better for their championship here. And kudos to their starting pitching, their relief pitching, their defense was on spot, and obviously club 12 hits. Really the only blemish was the one throwing error that led to a couple of runs for Sarnia, but we will have a shaking of the hands and a player of the game announcement. And looking forward to that interview with Dom.
And if we were looking for maybe an axis of when this game went towards the Manitoba way, after Seth Ainsworth went out for Sarnia, they brought in the relief pitcher, Zach Wilson. And unfortunately for him, he walked the first 2 batters and then gave up 3 runs on 2 hits after that and was only able to get 1/3 of an inning out. So if I was to say that where things started to change.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Obviously, you want to give Sarnia credit for trying to get their starting pitcher Ainsworth out of the game and hopefully save him for another outing later this tournament. But once you go to the pen, it's tough to come in, throw strikes to start, and Manitoba was patient and kind of allowed for that the door to open. And as you talked about, the momentum swung. It was
it was a big part of the game for sure. So we see our doubling off there. We had that early. Nice job from Manitoba.
Now for player of the game.
And now they're announcing the player of the game.
He was 3 for 4, 2 singles, 1 double, and 3 RBIs. Number 68, Brady Papineau.
Brady Papineau named the player of the game.
well deserved. A great day at the plate.
Had the big 2-run RBI double.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was in the 4th or 5th inning.
Souvenir bat for himself for the mantelpiece. I think we're almost set here. See if Dom's going to get a few comments from the Manitoba starting pitcher.
All right, let's send it down to Dom with our starting pitcher, Connor Martin.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Live TV, folks. Sorry about that. Connor Smith joins us. 9 strikeouts, Connor. Coach Muller gives you the ball right away. How'd you feel about that? And you obviously felt pretty good today.
Yeah, no, I was just excited to be the first guy to throw out here. And, I mean, first game's always one of the most fun, so it was a lot of fun.
You guys are somewhat familiar with Sarnia. You've beaten them twice in the recently. And what is it about your team that has maybe Sarnia's number?
I think we're just a gritty baseball team. Like, we were down there in the second inning, mistake of mine, and the guys just picked me up right away and got some runs on the board, and we just battle all the way through 7 innings.
How does this victory help you now to get set through the rest of the tournament?
Oh, it's huge. You always want to win the first one, get the ball rolling, and we're all in a good space now and ready to get some more dubs.
Go enjoy this one with your team, and good luck the rest of the way, Connor. Thank you. That's Connor Smith. I'm going to try to get the coach here in a minute. Coach, if I can get the coach here, and we'll get his comments. Coach Don Moulier. And everybody wants you, Coach. Everybody wants you. Congratulations on the win, Coach. And quickly tell me about, first let me ask you about Connor's performance on the hill.
Well, Connor is our ace, and he's just so steady. When we throw him out there, we know that he's going to throw strikes. He's going to get a lot of swings and misses. We were going to hold him to 75 today, so we figured we'd get at least 4, maybe 5, which he did. So it sets us up nice for the rest of the weekend. And yeah, he's such a great pitcher. Our guys know that if we can get a few runs for him, we're in good shape every game.
The first, I'd say 4 or 5 innings, it was a tooth and nail. It was like a heavyweight bout. You guys just going at each other. And obviously, each team is familiar with each other. How much of that played into this?
Quite a bit. I mean, we know we played them twice last year. Real good team. They know us. It was funny. We were joking in the dugout. It was such a pitcher's duel, and the first 3 runs were scored on throwing errors to bases. It was a little bit humorous, but no, I mean, we knew that we had to get some runs for Marty, and it was going to be tough on their guy, but we're so gritty, and we didn't have a lot of solid base hits today, but they found some green, and that's all we care about.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, you want to win every game, but getting out of the gates here, winning the first game, really, I'm sure, sets you up in a very good way for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, and especially with this format where it's just the top 2 teams after the round robin. I mean, you can't give away a game. So to start off, 1-0 right now, playing, the top Ontario team from their playdowns, that's huge for us. But we know that every single game we're going to play is important. So we're looking to go 5-0, 4-1, just to give ourselves a chance to get in that gold medal game.
All right, Coach, enjoy this one. Not too much though, because you got more work. But congrats on this win.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
It's Coach Don Moulier of the Manitoba squad. They're victorious here in Game 1 of this tournament. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to give the crew a break, and we're going to come back here to the Lacoste Park at 1 o'clock. That's our next game, and it's the host team, Tecumseh, that will be in action. So take a break, grab some lunch, and hopefully you'll join us at 1 o'clock. Ted Beal and Brett Hedges will have the call again for that game. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. On behalf of everybody here at We Digital Productions, this is Dominic Papa wishing you a great day. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.